He's our friend. Mike is our friend. Camera is our friend. The camera friend.
Step aside.
Okay. Are we there, Mike? Are we there?
We don't do that. You're right. I said, we don't do that. But he's some
Yeah, he was spoiling the money. Because I said that handle like this one where he then go cotton and slim. No, as he cotton and slim, what he said he was going to do, not what he later did.
Yeah. He said that if you want to adjust it, you adjust. But I said you're supposed to have this. So he's supposed to go buy this. This is what you need to adjust. You're supposed to buy it. You don't need to cut the hand.
When you go to hand it, by the time you carry anything with you, it will affect.
And when he said the touch, he said that he will put hand, that hand, the one with the used to carry, you go around. So once they carry the two one. He said this. So now, so what do you talk about? What do you think?
That's why we are avoiding it, because there is no how every day, at least in 2 days before. But because if you know, maybe he is avoiding what we know. Because you know we are not the right once you say you are going to, if you tell me your A, I will take you by your word A. But later when I start seeing another thing again, that's where I get confused.
People never know one walk can give you many ways.
You don't get yourself.
How much do you use the camera? No, boy, now, young man. I will never marry. If you don't marry, I will call a man. You don't tell you, boy. Yeah. This one, yeah, this one we need to. And this one.
For the past 2 days now, we're trying to
Because here we did not the center of the song. Once you go right now, you give the people some money. Our phone will call the enter temperature high. This is where Pula is and like why you responsible that the man Papa wait saying you need a like to send it you will send it for life that is the lot of one you contact for yourself the man
I remember 1 year like that. So that day I was coming from the bed. Our boss was empty men. Yeah, I just said that people they do road work. Meanwhile, I see somebody. They come wear something like all this mafia, all those. Yeah. I can't say they put men at work. Not already, they don't block motor one side from Wakweji. I don't say they want raid. But you go remember that time in the Lagos where they say police here now. You see come where all these guys go. Everybody to the tear race. Everybody tear race.
Like men at work.
I don't know what only could do everybody. Go.
You know after the whole thing, you way other people they come. Where they work, me and you where they work. They're going to say, yeah, what did they about? Now he's talking with that. When I see my husband now, they're not really serious.
Authentic key. They greet you. Hello, good morning, our viewers across the globe.
All right, welcome on the program once again. This is City Stand and Michael Adekunle. We really appreciate all the global viewers for joining us today, the 13th of May 2025. We say good morning to you. Thank you so much for staying glued to the channel. And we apologize for coming late a bit, on the program this morning. All right, please do make sure you share, like, and comment in the comment section your opinions. Your opinions are needed on today's topic, and we implore you to please comment your opinions in the comment section, and make sure you share it to your loved ones. Let people know about the program City Stand. Of course, like I said earlier on, I'm Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program, and I have my respondents with me this morning. I have Mr. Vincent here with me. Good morning, Mr. Vincent. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning, sir. All right. Also behind me is Mr. Femi Abonyeze, Ben Jack, and the likes. Okay, quickly to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper at this time this morning. What's the Nigerian Tribune saying concerning the state of the nation? Quickly to June 12th, Lamido urges Tinubu to settle 45 billion naira owed Abiola family. Lamido urges Tinubu to settle 45 billion naira owed Abiola family. Now to another one. Tinubu Jonathan Akpabio Delta Governor orders honor Edwin Clark. Edwin Clark being honored by the President of the nation, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. the former president of the country, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Akpabio, who happens to be the Senate president of the country. This They are celebrating him as a fearless statesman. All right, quickly to another one. Senate worries over resurgence of Boko Haram in Borno. Yobe killing of 12 soldiers. Senate worries over resurgence of Boko Haram in Borno. Yobe killing of 12 soldiers. Calls for swift military action. PDP affirms Oshodo Oshedo as acting national secretary. The nice rift over Anambra Goba nomination. Now court sentences man to death for killing friend over cap. Now to another one. The Vanguard newspaper this morning was on the front page of the Vanguard. Special reports. Special reports on pages 15, 14, and 41 of the Vanguard newspaper. How lives get wasted on Nigeria's highways of horror. How lives get wasted daily on Nigeria's highways of horror. On to the next one. Over 100 military personnel, 200 civilians killed in 5 months, says report. Over 100 military personnel, 200 civilians killed in 5 months, says report. As Boko Haram again raids two military formations in Borno, kills 5 soldiers, injures 6. This is on page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. Not just on page 6, you can still get it on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Down the paper, what do we have? On ending crisis, PDP in ICU may die. PDP in ICU may die. Who are the ones saying this? Okay, we have one particular person saying it here. Ex Benue Governor Suswan on this. PDP on ending crisis. PDP may die very soon. That is what the ex Benue Governor Suswan said here on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Nigeria's leaders undermining national security. Are they really the one behind the security challenges we are facing in the country? This is what Tony Iam is saying. Nigeria's leaders undermining national security. Okay, let's quickly look at the last one, the last story. Lagos local government polls. Lagos local government polls. Protest rocks Agege over alleged imposition of candidates. I think this was held last week, Saturday, and we have reactions to this. Now, quickly to the picture of the picture on the front page of Vanguard newspaper at funeral service for late Pa Edwin Clark. We have from left secretary to the government of the Federation, Senate. Senator George Akume, who represented President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and his wife, Patience, Delta State Governor Mr. Sharif was also there, and his wife, Tobore, and Governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala Mohammed, at the funeral service of the late Pa Edwin Clark at St. Pius Anglican Church, Kiagbodo, Burutu, local government area of Delta State yesterday. All right, quickly to the comment section and let us see what our global viewers are saying there. We need to greet them this morning. We need to appreciate them before proceeding into what we have. All right, the comment section. Let us see. Okay, Akim Bada is here. Good morning to you, Akim Bada. You're welcome on the program. We have Emmanuel Oguji. I say welcome on the program. We have Lady G. Lady G, good morning to you. You're welcome on the program. Babatunde is also here. Babatunde Olabisi. I appreciate your presence this morning. Payos Oyekaba, thank you so much for joining us. Amwas is also here. We appreciate your presence at this stand this morning. Mr. Femi, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, and thank you all of our viewers across the globe. for always being there for us and stand with us as a global city stand. May God continue to be with you in your various woman endeavor. Thank you very much.
All right, may God continue to be with all the global viewers on the platform. Now, before we move into today's topics, let's quickly look at the May Day declaration. That's the lockdown declaration in Southeast. Let me read the story regarding this. Police oppose IPOB's Biafra Day lockdown. That's to remember the heroes of Biafra. The Anambra State Police Commander said that it would protect citizens, the residents, going about their normal businesses without any fear of humiliation on May 30, 2025, a day the Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB) has declared a sit-at-home. IPOB had declared that day a public holiday and sit-at-home across the southeast in honor of Biafra heroes, and heroines who died during the 1967-1970 Civil War. The pro-Biafra group said all forms of movement by road, air, and sea will be banned from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on that day, warning that no human activity will be allowed within what it describes as Biafran territory. This will be held in Biafra state and not every state in Nigeria. But in a swift reaction to this, the spokesman for the state police command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, promised residents that the police would protect those going about their normal businesses. We are not aware of the lockdown order, but the residents are assured of adequate security and are encouraged to go about their lawful businesses without entertaining any fear. This is coming from Anambra State. But in some parts of the eastern states, we have police warning Biafrans not to go out.
Mr. Michael, this morning I'm loaded. I'm disappointed. And I don't know which other adjective I can use to describe my situation, because I've been wondering about it. I have like 3 points.
Okay.
First of all, in this southeast, they lack what you can call organization. I'm sorry to say it. I'm not mean to disrespect anybody. If not, losing of 3 million souls is worthy of marking every year. But how do you want to mark it? Do you want to mark it in a way that we still show that you are still part of a disgrutant element? That is the point. Holocaust, Israelites lost about 6 million. Go and see how they mark Holocaust. They mark Holocaust. Thank God they have their own independent nation now. Maybe if Biafra have their own independent nation, maybe they'll be able to mark it in the other way around. But the way they want to mark it now is still another way of agitating. But me, myself, if you ask me, there are still other ways to mark this thing better than lockdown. There are still other way of, we want to mark the day that we declare, we lost heroes. Lost hero on that day. That was the day that Biafra was declared. It's supposed to be a day that will be mixed, feeling, sorrow, and aspiration for a brighter future and hope. So for me, it shouldn't be a total lockdown. It should have been a situation where they will organize a place where people will come there, maybe with the candles, at least to mourn the fallen hero. Not total lockdown. Okay, one of the issues I have with this situation is that day may fall into the day that they want to do WAEC. One of the things, I think it has happened like that. When they want to celebrate and fall to the day, do you want to continuously mitigate the future of your children because of the past? The answer is no. Do you want your people to forfeit, the benefit that they're supposed to have that day for or because of what you have passed through in the past? Imagine they organize. Okay, I've been asking questions. June 12th is not as bad as what we encounter during Civil War. But Southwest has been able to observe June 12th before federal government approve it. Lagos State has been marking it public holiday, no school, nothing that day. But that does not mean that we are going inside to go and lock ourselves.
So I'm still coming back to you, Mr. Femi. Let's quickly take a report from Sahara Reporters. The Nigerian police have rejected the Indigenous People of Biafra's planned sit-at-home order on May 30, 2025 across the southeast, aimed at commemorating Biafran heroes and heroines who died during the 1967 to 1970 Civil War. Ipob declared the day a public holiday and announced a complete ban on all movement by road, air, and sea between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., warning that no human activity will be permitted within Biafran territory. In response, the Anambra State Police Command assured the public of adequate security, urging residents to go out freely and about their normal business without fear.
Mr. Michael, to tell you that this thing stand like a disgruntled, reaction, because okay, when they said there should be no any activities that day, anybody that come out, who will arrest the person? IPOB member, their foot soldier. I don't know involved in activities that day. Simple. That day that they said there should be no activities. Then if I come out, who's going to challenge me? That means those ones that are going to challenge me, they are also engaged in activities that day. So for me, I don't welcome that idea. And one of the areas that I'm disappointed is that you see the leader of a Southeast, they have failed woefully, especially their political leader. When I'm saying the leader now, I'm talking about the politician. Why? Because they are the one that's supposed to be championing this thing, so that non-government factor will not be able to hijack it from them, and they do it the way they like. Do you understand what I'm saying? If to say it is the 6th governor from Southeast that have been championing marking of this thing, honestly speaking, the Ipob will know that, oh, we have modus operandi of how we usually mark this thing. But at this moment, when they have failed in their own way, they have given chance for non-government factor. They take over, and he will play the piper, dictate the tune. This thing should have received a popular celebration or money or whatever modus operandi they want to apply to mark it. It will have received a massive something to the extent that it will not become a news. You know, it's like a news to me now, because it's not what we usually hear before. Since 1970, it is now occur. This is the first time I've been hearing it. If not the Ipob, I will not know about it. An average Nigerian can tell you that Southwest usually mark June 12th before federal government approve it.
Now, it's obvious that this organization is nursing certain grievances.
That is the truth of the matter.
But is the Nigerian government addressing these underlying grievances? This organization, IPOB, is nursing.
They are not. They will not ready to. They will not ready to address it, because the aim of IPOB 100% is for Igbo emancipation. They want to go, and let's face the reality. No government will be in that Abuja and be presiding over disintegration of Nigeria. Even if you put Obi, you will not be there and deliberate on how to distribute. The best you can see is for, restructuring, regionalism, back to Aburi, with some forces we kick against it. So definitely they will not be in a good alliance with anything Ipob push for. Ipob want to take it by force now, but I blame the leader of Southeast. If to say they have been championing this thing, they have even before maybe a week activities, not necessarily locking people down inside their house, locking the whole Southeast down for 24 hours. You know what it means. After war,
don't you think that will send a signal to the government?
It doesn't send any signal, because they have been doing it and they don't care. Now look at it in this way. That day they saw nobody should come out. You don't come out. What they say is that okay, only what government is just trying to fight for is their own self-worth, so that a non-government factor is giving order. That's only what they want to fight. The whole Southeast, if they decide not to come out on that day, nothing will happen. Will police come and drag me outside if I decide not to come? No, it doesn't. And it is not just be happening. Sit at home every Monday. It has been happening. As federal government come and complain to you, they have not. The only people that will complain is the governor.
Should honoring Biafra past heroes, should it be a personal choice or what?
It's not a personal. It's a compulsory.
It should be a collective.
It should be a collective. That's what I'm saying.
Effort, right?
That is what I'm saying. That Southeast, beyond surface, they need to dig down. Even after we achieve Biafra, how are we going to be going? Because all these 6 governors, you'll see 5 governors from Southeast. No matter how you see it, it is the Southeast that produced them. Like Nigeria leader, that I usually say that it is Nigeria that produced Nigeria leader. Are they imported? Opis Odima is not an Igbo man. When they want to deceive themselves, they say one is Okoro Hausa. Okoro Ocha is from Imo State. Like that, we see some of them in our side here. But even Yoruba will say Taban Sokun Amanriran, when we are crying, we're supposed to be able to see. Even if you are maintaining your romance with the Fulani, what about your home? So I blame both sides. The leader, political leader from Southeast, they should have been able to, celebrating this thing to the extent that even if the non-governmental factor come out, they will not be able to come out with different idea. Maybe 1 week activities. You may say if you want to go your various activities, you can go. But this is how we want to be celebrating it. At a particular place, we gather. That one draw more, attention more than lockdown.
All right, let's quickly move down to the comment section. I know there will be comments as regards what we are saying this morning. There will be comments regarding it. Biafran Divine, what's he saying? We choose the way we live our life. It's none of anybody's business. We choose the way we live our life. That is coming from Biafran Divine. And there's a chima. Don't blame the people, blame the government. You should blame the Nigerian government and the selfish Igbo politicians that are sabotaging the event. Tell me what's stopping the Nigerian government to set out a date to mourn or honor them.
Mr. Mike. They are still going back to where I'm coming from. Game blame. How long are you going to blame federal government? Have you ever the blame game? Why not look inward? And I'll be saying that before federal government approves June 12th, Southwest has been marking June 12th. It was when Tinubu has opportunity to come in. That was when Buhari adopted it. How long are you going to blame federal government that continuously fail? You see, today we are going to tell ourselves that federal government has continued. If to say we have a responsible government, are we going to be like this? If to say we have a federal government that wants everybody to be equal, there will be no war. If to say that we don't have a particular ethnic that want to overshadow the other one, there will be no war. There will be nothing like war. So you should have known. Then how long are you going to say, let me tell you, Igbo people, they are Republican. I respect their idea, like that one say. But sometimes you have to borrow idea. You have to bend so that you'll be able to get to where you are going. If you are straightforward like this, God forbid you will enter into Lagoon one day.
All right, I'm still going back to the comment section, but let's quickly talk to Gentleman Mike this morning. Gentleman Mike, you're welcome on the program.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right, it's all about the May 30 Biafra Day. And the Indigenous People of Biafra said there will be lockdown on that day, but should a group like or organization like Ipob have the power to impose lockdown in any state in Nigeria?
Yeah, thank you, Michael. For me, don't forget that the development in the southeast in terms of the agitation that we've been having for years now, it's a protest. What has been declared for May 30th, I see it more like a protest. Still
an agitation, right?
To further agitate as to their demands from the government of the day. And I think, for me, I think governments should discuss. See, if we are talking about we believe in one Nigeria, we want everybody to be together, you should talk to me. If I'm aggrieved about the thing there should be a platform, there should be a meeting point where we can really converse and talk about this issue, rather than seeing me as the black sheep of the nation. We can talk about some of these things. Mr. Femi made a point which I want to buttress, that in the spirit of togetherness that we are trying to promote, there's nothing wrong even in federal government to be interested on whatever day the Southeast agree on to be celebrating or to remember those see, it's about, we are trying to heal. We want to forget the past. We want to forget what happened within 1969, 67, and 70 or thereabout. What is federal government's contribution to this healing process? I think it is important. There's nothing wrong. It's not going to take anything away from the government of the day if you show interest in such a date that those people want to be remembered, and perhaps federal government also make a statement that shows that you believe so much in healing and the process of people getting healed over what has passed. I agree with him also that the governor of Southeast, the governors of that region have not done too much in promoting or that healing process. It ought to have been in motion so that it is not hijacked, as we have always seen. Because when a thing is not organized, it is prone to hijack, and non-state actors begin to feast and promote other agendas under the guise of we are for the Biafra and all of that. So for me, I think our federal government can do more than they are currently doing. Federal government can show interest in what is happening there. Federal government can issue statements that heals on such a date to show that we still believe in oneness, we still believe in togetherness, and that's the way I want to submit.
According to this Chima, what's stopping the federal government from setting aside a day for them to be remembering this day?
Mr. Michael, let me tell you.
Why don't you have it like that?
At least, Mr. Michael, we are still going back. So, this federal government we are talking about, they don't want I don't want, when we talk about federal government, anyway, we have had different people occupying that office. But look at that. When you talk about federal government, you talk about the power that needs to be. Do they want you to remember your identity? A federal government that is backing a particular tribe to occupy some state, chasing them away, and they occupy their land. Is it the federal government that you think they will sit down and do the needful? You are the one that will, when you have chance to the corridor of power, you are the one that will use that opportunity. First of all, you will honor that thing in your home. And I've been saying it that if Southeast want this thing to be marked since 1970, it will not take them more than 5 years before the governor from that region say, see, we have state as authority. Okay, in Osun State that time, Aregba usually declared holiday for Isese. Do you remember?
Yeah.
In some Muslim government states, they declare holiday for Ijira. That is the truth of the matter. So, the governor has power to declare holiday on any day he like. So, if somebody died in a particular state, governor can declare 3-day mourning. He does not want to conduct federal government. No, we don't need federal government to do that one. It is Southeast governor. Let me tell you, this thing I'm saying, I'm telling you, I'm disappointed. What make Amateco to work in Southeast and doesn't work in the Southeast is part of this thing. I mean, it happened in the Southwest, but it couldn't work in the Southeast. Why? These are the factor. These are the kind of factor. You may say, that's why the Amateco, but let me tell you, you still just have to have something that will be speak on your behalf, even if you keep silent. I'm just going to, that one is not where I really want to go to, but it's just an example. What will federal government say if the whole 5 states in the south is say we want to mark Biafra Day, 2 days, here mark everybody holiday, You can go about your, but our government house shut down. Everything concerned government from our whole side. Have they done it? If they have done it, it will have received popularity. It will have attracted a lot of things. That is what point I'm making.
One of our viewers is talking to you here. Babasi, Mr. Femi, your mentality is wrong.
No problem about that. But I know what I'm saying, sir.
So Igbos need to wait until they have a president before they can acknowledge an important historical event.
Did I talk about
like
president? Now, look at how people listen. Did I mention president? What have you done with the governor that you have? What have you done with the House of Rep member that you? Okay, now because we have problem in June 12th and Yoruba champion it. A Yoruba man. Okay, was Tinubu a president before they declare June 12th as a national holiday? Was Tinubu a president? No. You don't need a president. Your governor is enough to attract federal government. So what are they doing in that?
Like, let them sit together.
Mr. Michael, Palace Oba ṣe pé aṣọ rẹ̀ lèèyàn ṣe máa bá pé tí mo bá mú aṣọ cocaine 100,000 tí mo bá lákìsà ni wọ́n bá mi fi nolẹ̀.
At least when the Southwest governors
start together,
to declare June 12th as a day they will be remembering.
We now yes, now no. Do you know another thing has happened now because of what is happening? Lamido said federal government should pay 45 billion naira. 45 billion naira to MKO Abiola. He said why military refused to hand over to Abiola was because they owe Abiola 45 billion naira that time. Immediately, Murtala died. Abiola said they owe me, but the successful government don't want to pay, and they are now afraid that okay, 45 billion naira, and this Abiola that is talking about repatriation that time they say all the money that those white men owe us, we are going to pay. If we become president, 45 billion naira in the 1993, you know the value. Is he not going to bankrupt the presidency? That's what they say. That. So now go and pay Abiola. It's because we champion it, because we make it so important to the federal government. We make it to be attractive. Do it in the way that we make it attractive, not only to the federal government, to the whole world. While you are celebrating your Biafra, make it attractive. This 21st century, if they want to do it in a different way, they will make it attractive to the whole world. What is happening there? What are they doing there? They say they are marking Biafra something. And we see these people come from abroad, from overseas, come and celebrate. That is when you will force federal government to come. They will come to your demand. You force them. Not all the time you wait for things to just happen. Not all the time you wait for opportunity. You create opportunity.
All right.
And I stand on my point.
All right, somebody is saying that 29th and 30th is sit at home in Biafra land. The order has been given and no going back. Frank Arthur.
No problem.
Mike Olawale, how can you win a war and be honoring who defeated you? Is this guy thinking?
Who asked you to honor? Did I ask you to honor? Look at that listening. Okay, Mr. Michael, in all what I've said, did I say they should honor federal government?
No.
You are a neighbor man. Sorry. Did I mention? Did I say they should mention that day? Did I say they should honor federal government?
No, what is Mr. Femi saying is not supporting in Southeast governors, but this is what the governor of South is supposed to do. But unfortunately, that the Southeast is not the people that put the governor of Southeast. They are just imposing the governor in the South, and the governor of the Southeast need to do what is their master saying, and to Southeast to mark that 30 days for the hero of the Biafrans. They will enforce the governor of the Southeast to do whether they like it or not. But what Mr. Femi is saying that the governor to make the thing to enlight and the people to know that this day is the Biafra day, is the governor, because they are still the #1 citizen in the Southeast. So them to make it very well, the governor must to improve it to the 30 of May to impose like they are marking June 1st in Southwest, because the governors and the House of Assembly and all of them join hands together to mark that the same day. But as our leaders, the governors say they cannot do it, they want to please the governors or the masters. We, the Southeast citizens, will force them to do it.
But should they lock down the whole Southeast because of they are honoring their past heroes? Should there be lockdown for that day?
Yes,
What's the significance of that lockdown?
that lockdown
Can it be,
show,
can they mark it without
when you
locking
are
down
when you
or
are
shutting down the whole state?
let me use the example now. When your somebody dies, somebody you love so much, are you going to open your business? Are you going to go work that day? You mocking that person with that's what the Biafrans, the citizens of the Biafra is doing, because each family in the Biafra land, everybody lost these people. To you to respect that person, to mock that person, is want to shut everything down. It's not a new thing, and the Biafra is not the first people that do it. The governors is people that making the thing like it's too difficult.
Now, don't you think this will reignite the lockdown that have been in place for some time? That's the Monday lockdown. This is at home.
Listen, since okay, let me use that Monday.
The sit at home,
Monday,
yeah.
sit at home every month or any day. Martin and the can is going to court.
Federal government.
Do you know that Nigeria governors, the Biafra governors or the Igbo governors tried every possibility to stop sit at home, but because of the citizen of the, and that's what makes the sit at home sit working till now. Is this only one day will make the governor of the southeast, the federal government, will lose everything they want to get in the southeast? Let them respect only that one day, once in a year.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence. Let's have get one mic back. Don't you think that should be given to them, the 30th of May, Biafra Day?
Michael, let me quickly speak on the lockdown. As regards the lockdown, I want to urge my brothers from the southeast to comply. I know you are surprised. I urge my brothers in the southeast to comply with the directives from very brutal, and the statement that has been issued by the police that everybody should go about their normal business. For me, I think it should be disregarded.
So it should be defied.
Because over the years, since the Monday lockdown has started, people have been killed. When that directive is being enforced, people have been brutally killed in the course of enforcing
The Monday
that directive. And police, any other security agents were nowhere to be found. So in the interest of individuals that live in that space, see, it's about your life first. Whatever agitation you are having, you need to stay alive to see it happen. So in the interest of people's life, they will always say safety first. For your own personal interests, I think that directive should be fully complied with. The police, from what I have seen over the years, have no capacity to do otherwise, to stop those that have been enforcing those directives. And that's where the problem lies. So if we don't have, I should just put my life on the line because I'm trying to follow what government has said.
And the other way around, are you telling them to go against government instructions?
Listen to me, and I want to put this also clear.
Okay.
It is not all Igbo that believe in sit at home. I may not be able to tell you the percentage and all of that, but it is not every Igbo person that believe in the sit at home order. But because of the nature of enforcement, we have seen high level compliance. Because of the enforcement, there's nobody want to. You don't just risk your life unnecessarily. So a particular percentage were forced, even though they would have loved to do otherwise. They were forced to comply with it. So when you have such situation, you don't have any choice other than putting your life. I said you choose to put your life on the line. which I think is unnecessary.
All right, thank you so much, gentleman Mike. Let's have
Please, Mr. Mike, before I go, this thing with Mr. That Mr. Lawrence talk, I think it's from the narrative of a culture in Igbo land. Your husband died 1 year mourning, one cloth. I like. It's from the perspective, it's from the culture, but there are some culture you need to go out of it so that you'll be liberated. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Mike, and good morning, viewers, wherever you are. May you remain blessed.
Yeah, good morning, viewers. We are back here again. Thank God for life, and God bless you.
Yeah,
30th of May.
30th of May is a very good thing, but I have to say something on it. It is good to celebrate the foreign heroes, but I want to ask to those Chima,
Okay.
what have they put down to secure people? When you put in law that on that day no one should come out, anyone that come out, what will happen? Is it to put you in jail? Did they build a prison? The next thing there is to kill. For me, I do not like it that way. It is the day the Biafran nation will come to reality. That is where they will be honoring all those people. I also will say the truth. This is not the hour. We see inside Nigeria. We see the inside Nigeria, and we still using their currency. We are not using Biafran money. And we don't have any government from there saying this is the government of Biafra. This is the group called Ipob, not direct from the Biafran nation. Biafran nation haven't come to stay. Let us not come to deceive ourselves. Yes, those people have their own respect. When they're talking, what about the Biafran soldiers? A man have already built a house for them at Okigwe, where they are receiving their salary. This is the Biafra heroes, where they are alive. So have IPOB go through on it to enforcing people sit at home. I have a senior one at Owore there. When I asked him, do you move out? He said no, it's because of fear. Not be said they don't want to move out, it is the fear made them to stay at home. So sitting at home is not good. Which year did they start it? Okay, we call this on the road to New Biafra. It is not the old Biafra. The old Biafra have come and go. So why do New Biafra come to stay? And their government start to operate. That is where they can put, say, okay, let us honor our past heroes. Not now. Because they are putting more dangers. This is what will be attracting federal government of Nigeria army to be killing people. Let us say ourselves the reality. For me, I do not buy that idea.
Are you saying they don't have the right to honor their fallen heroes?
The time is coming. Let the nation come to stay. Let the nation come to stay. Let the world know say Biafra have come to stay. When they say they want to do this, no one will attack them.
Well, in Southwest, yeah, they honor Abiola, the late Chief MK
Yes,
Abiola.
in Southwest.
At some point, they even made a particular month, a day, is it 27 June? No,
June 12th.
Yeah, for a public holiday in
Yes.
Southwest.
Yeah, I agree that one. Because
Why can't we have it happen in Southeast?
In Southeast,
Yeah.
let me say, what are they dragging there is
Because
Biafra nation.
Odumegwu Ojukwu is not a small name in Nigeria. Yeah,
It is that nation they need.
It is not only.
It is.
It's an icon.
It is that nation they
Not
need.
only Ojukwu.
It is that nation they need. In Yoruba,
Agitating for
Okay.
Biafra,
the honor
for the
Abiola.
freedom of the Igbos. There are
Okay.
people that have been doing that.
Now,
We
thank you.
still have the lives of Martin Nnamdi Kanu in the custody of the DSS.
Okay.
We have Simon
Mr. Mike,
Ekpa in
Mr. Mike,
Finland.
Mr. Mike, I want to ask you something. The honor MK Abiola. Ask them. Mr. Lucky. Since Ojukwu died, whose day did they remember Ojukwu? I don't remember Ojukwu. All of them. Let me say, the IPOB members have them one day say, let us remember Ojukwu. No. Abiola, they remember Abiola. They remember Abiola. But Ojukwu, I don't remember Ojukwu. It is only Masobin. You say remember Ojukwu every November. Which other group that remember Ojukwu? Let us tell ourselves the truth. Enter Abiola is a Yoruba man. They honor him. Have the Easternites honor Ojukwu? Have them? The answer is no.
All right, this is Chima Ben Jack. Please, I will send you some money for transportation. Travel to the east on that day and make a video of yourself live, and I will send you 500K.
Yes, Chima. Yes, I will collect. Thank you. But I want to tell you. I want to tell you. I'm there, but I'm telling you the reality. So I'm telling you the reality. Why they are forcing people to stay at home? Because they are fear, not that they don't want to come out. Why can anyone will come out? Are you going to put it for police station and make a room? Is it not key? Can that be human being life? Okay. Can they create a human being?
It's actually telling us that why people are observing that stay at home is because of fear.
It's
The
because of
phobia,
fear.
not that they are willing to, or eager to stay in the house or to observe that stay at home or that sit at home. Mr. Kule, what's your take on all this?
Yeah, my stake on
30th of May,
yeah.
Biafra Day.
Biafra Day, right? It should be allowed for them, but without crisis. And the non-state actors should not over.
See,
anywhere.
Shut down.
And I want to tell them likewise, they shouldn't be selfish. There are some people that still went for that Biafra war. Then Adele Banjo should be remembered, and Fajuyi should be remembered too. Those are the people that left their zone and to say they want to fight along with the Biafra. And you know, that is why Babangida was telling you Biafra war wasn't an Igbo coup, right? So that is why I'm telling them to, when they are doing their remembrance for all these old the veterans that fought Biafra, they should remember people like Adekunle Banjo and what's it called, Adekunle Fajuyi. Those two Adekunle, they are very important in the support of the Igbo, agitators there. And so to me, I think the way they are doing it, they have to be, we watch the way they are, because this is a very emotional issues on ground now.
And addressing these underlying issues. I think they are still not in grievances.
Yeah, the government of the southeast are the one that's supposed to come on the table and see how they can immortalize, the ills of the Biafra. And what is there is the non-state actors that are taking over the space. They are making things even worse, because if you want to immortalize someone, you will not be putting what's it called, movements issues that everybody should sit at home, everybody should, a group I call themselves Ipob. That group is demonic. That group is non-sticker to way to me. Africa is like you are still bringing the issue of the war into being when you are too bitter, and when you are still insisting that people must not come out, and the right of people has been disobeyed on that level. You see, our brother from the southeast, I think there's still a lot where they need to get done right. They need to get things done right. I think truth is bitter, and I will always say the truth. Our brother from the east, I think they should work together, they should come together, and they should respect other people's opinion. There are a lot of advice you can get. Come down to let your leader come down to what's it called, Lagos here, to immortalize him and for a day to celebrate him. Do it for Ojukwu likewise, which will be nationwide. They can even go nationwide, because Ojukwu, it was an hero of Nigeria. When you say it, definitely. And I could say Ojukwu wasn't just an Igbo guy. He was a Yoruba guy, because I could remember he went to King's College. All his friends, majority of his friends in King's College are Yoruba. Majority of it wasn't only him that was expelled. Majority of the other people that were expelled, they are Yorubas. They are good friends of themselves.
How dare we compare Abiola with Ojukwu, and this V. Raymond saying this? Okay, Abiola was a champion of democracy, not a violent person.
Yeah, that's totally correct, 100% correct, right? But at the same time, Abiola issues came up under the what's it called, military issues. He has wine and dined with the military, and they saw all the lacuna in him, and so I think Abiola paid some prices of democracy, and if not him, Nigeria wouldn't have been where we are today, enjoying the full democracy.
When you look at it too, I think Ojukwu agitated for the secession
of his own people, yes,
and Abiola are contested in Nigeria. He won an election which was annulled by the former president Ibrahim Babangida.
And when you look at what,
so Ojukwu, we can't compare the two.
When you look at Ojukwu, right? When you look at Ojukwu too, what Ojukwu went for too was for the benefit of the South generally, especially for the benefit of the Yoruba race, because there was a general that's supposed to occupy the seat of Gowon when Gowon was ousted, and it was that general, I think is from the Yoruba lineage, and Ojukwu had to fight for that general, that this is the guy's turn, this is the man that's supposed to be on the throne then. Ogundipe, yes, this is, and Ogundipe get on the throne. Ordinary sergeants was not respecting Ogundipe any longer. Ogundipe has to find his way. So when you look at what Ojukwu did, being a cosmopolitan citizen, I told you he grew up in Lagos, he went to King's College, and he mingled with a lot of Yorubas, like his fathers too, like Zik too. So, but I can say categorically, they just the tribalized issues that the non-state actors bring into this Biafra is what I'm talking of. Non-state actors that were not born when the issues happen, and they are the one causing all this problem. Because I could remember, I wasn't born to, but I was a bit privileged to know when Ojukwu was in Cote d'Ivoire. My father was the one that witnessed that era then. We were too young for us to know, but we were privileged to know some of the stay he has in when Ofobune invited him to Cote d'Ivoire for peacekeeping, for peace sake, but he invited him to what's it called, Cote d'Ivoire. That was a former president of Cote d'Ivoire, that which is Ofobune. He was a staunch friend of Ojukwu. So to me, I think these non-state actors that are destroying their region, they should stop that. They should stop that. They should stop that barbaric instinct. When you kill your people, finish. What else? Or is that will there be any agitation that you can enjoy? So to me, I don't know that the leaders, the weak leaders they have to start buckling up there.
All right, away from that, let's quickly move on to what is happening currently in PDP. PDP senators have dropped to 30 as Lero. 2 other Kebbi senators have joined the all-ruling Progressives Congress. Is this a win-win for the APC? Is it a plus for the APC?
It's a plus for the APC. And if you have a family that does not tidy up his house, and you see strangers coming in to engage their children and bring their children down to their house, you know that father, right, must be a wayward father. And the fathers of PDP, as I'm talking of, the leaders of the PDP, they are wayward leaders. Because how did they look at PDP? How did they start looking at PDP till it degenerated into extinction? Because the way I'm saying things now, PDP is going towards extinction, and some of their followers, they still believe, because a party that is not even prepared for their children, that when you are spending money on the children, give them money, PDP share the money, I was looking at those who are following them, that this money, when you share it, the hunger will bounce back on you, and that is what we're facing now.
All right, Ben Jack, you are one of the persons betraying Biafra people. This is David Okafor saying this.
David Okafor, are you a freedom fighter? What I have seen into this cause, you haven't seen it. So you have the mouth to talk, but I am standing here. I have to tell you the truth. Whether you like it or not like it, you must come to me, and I have to give you order over there, and be waiting for you there. So I know who have the power, who have the mountain. So mountain there is not for mouth. I am standing. We know how Nigeria be, but you and your group doesn't know how Nigeria is. That's why you are framing up.
You are supporting the Fulanis. That's what David Okafor is saying again.
Yes, Mr. David Okafor. You can say I'm supporting Fulanis. Have you been in the war? Have you got to any rally about the Biafra race? Which perspective have you perspective on it? I'm asking you. If they to see you there, I don't know whether you have the ID card of Ipob. Do you have it? Can you prove it? So how am I going to tell you? Answer you as a freedom fighter. You are not a freedom fighter. You don't know anything about the freedom.
You have been paid, David Okafor.
Yes, you can say I have been paid ourselves, but you people are nothing. You people are nothing. I will tell you the situation, and you people have to meet to me. You have to come and meet me, and I have to ask you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Benjack. I appreciate your contribution this morning.
I think Ojukwu has to be honored, right? He was such a great man, you know, and been in a situation.
You've met him.
Yeah, I met him. Yeah, in a library when I was in school. Yes, in a library in Ikoyi. We always stand. We always go to the Colonial Park in Ikoyi to wait for him when he's passing. Anytime he's coming out from his house, we always shake hands. We shook our hand and wave to him. He's a nice man.
He's a hero.
He's a nice man.
He's a hero.
And they should respect him. And the non-state actors that are coming up, and now this is not the agenda of Ojukwu. They should change their narrative instead of all this killing. Anybody that kills must be killed. That's all. Thank you for having me.
So much. All right, the affairs that the 30th of May, I'm talking about the Biafran Day, may lead to crisis, and that's why the police, the Nigerian police, are rejecting it. Even some Nigerians are not willing to participate in that lockdown. They've said it. There will be lockdown that day. They are shutting down the air, shutting down the sea, shutting down the roads. Anything about Southeast and any activities that will be going on that day will be shut down. What's your take on it, Mr. Vincent?
Thank you. Good morning, our esteemed viewers globally. Good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning, Nigeria. You see, this is not the first time we are experiencing lockdown in this country. At least the one that is that is of note was that 2020-21 coronavirus. Then before other one preceded. And if you see that during that coronavirus, let me just bring us to that memory lane. You will see that people still moved. They kept a distance. There was no total lockdown, as the case may be, even though that was what was being pronounced, that there was a lockdown. There was still some kind of movement. It might not be holistic, but holistic. But to my people in the Southeast, when you declare lockdown, is it people? Is it generally accepted that 30th remains sacrosanct? One, if it is sacrosanct, does it coerce people to stay at home? You know, when a lockdown is being imposed on any territory, then it affects the economy activities in that region.
That's what it is.
Even a day can, you know, at times when the federal government will tell you that because of the activities of the militants in the Niger Delta, they have lost also amount of money. You understand? Let us face the fact. I'm not against honoring the day, right? Honoring the day. But I want to say that even people that have died during this struggle, so the struggle is not just starting now. It started during the time of civil war. During that, a lot of people died. A lot of heroes and heroines left this planet world. Then after that, people continue to die. You understand? But my own take is they should have found a better way to match their agitation rather than just saying lockdown. You can see Nigeria is currently faced with a lot of hardship economically. People are crying. If you not put lockdown now, then what of those people in the rural area? How are they going to survive? They have to go to farm. They have to go to farm to be able to eat and live. Because I believe that the system adopted is a bit not too. It doesn't all go well with me and with any commonsensical persons. Because I'm not saying that even if you are going to agitate or clamor for a a special day to honor the fallen heroes and heroines. I think there should be a way you do it, not total, lockdown, as the case may be. And moreover, when you look at some things again, you look at Nigeria as it is today. We are under policed. We are still being confronted with security issues on a daily basis. Just recently, you heard what happened, even a military base, to have been confronted by all these outlaws. Then it goes to show that when you now declare a lockdown, what of people are the way we disseminate information here is not always holistic. Some people will hear about the lockdown, while many people will not hear. I mean, in the course of going about their daily business or their daily routine, they are being hacked down, all in the name of not adhering to that lockdown order. Then you begin to wonder, where are we going from here? But I want to believe that I'm not against somebody, declaring a day as Biafra Day. But one thing is that they should do it with common sense.
This is the day to commemorate the fallen heroes and heroines of Biafra, the Igbo lands. But there are reactions to that lockdown, the imposition of lockdown come 30th of May 2025. Mr. Lucky, what do you have to say?
I think I support the lockdown. Just one day, at least to promote the hero like Ochuku and the brand. I love them. In fact, I think to extend to Edo State, just one day. Yes, he's a hero. They have done well. I listen to Benjak. I listen to other people. I don't know. Wazirike and I think Benchak is Wazirike's side. Yes. I don't think they really have a lot of support. But let me tell you, Biafra is one. When Ojuko, Wazirike, everybody is one. They should give them that day. Police coming out to say nobody should come out. Let me tell you, if you check the Southeast, how many police they have to police that area? No, they don't have. How many? They don't have to. I don't think they have like 5,000 to police that area where they have almost about more than 60 million people. No, they should obey just one day. Otherwise, every year they always done that. When Buhari was there, they do the same thing. Jonathan was there, they do the same thing. They should honor their hero who died. It's necessary. So I don't think there's anything wrong for them doing that. After all, what is happening there is the business economy. Nigerian economy has gone down. So if the government is telling you they will grant economy, grant everything, Igbo are capable to do anything. They just about their food, everything. They have stopped food at home, and nobody want to die. That's what I mean. So for me, they should obey just one day and honor.
What about the business activities?
Which business? Grounded? Which business? In Nigeria, business has not grounded. Which business? They have everything at home. Even though they stay for 1 week, in fact, they're supposed to extend it to Lagos, Igbo in Lagos. Let everybody shut down. Let government know that they have to do the right thing. For me, I support. I'm an Edo man. I support it.
If an organization like Ipob is imposing a lockdown or shutting down a region like Southeast because of Biafran Day, does it suggest that the organization have more control over that region than the government?
To some extent, I think IPOB as a body has more followers than any other Igbo agitators in that land. When you look at, but one thing my fear is that is this 30th date that has been taken as a lockdown day, is it to the knowledge of Nnamdi Kanu, who I believe that that is the only voice I will want to attach to IPOB, or is it coming from the other elements within the IPOB ranks? These are some of the issues we have to look very keenly, because if 30th May is being taken noted of as to honor the fallen heroes and heroines, I want to believe that it should be done in a way that it will not even endanger the life of the people the more. You understand? I'm not against people trying to say, okay, agitation has never been a bad idea. But when it takes along with it all those vestiges of cruelty and animalism, yeah, that is where I have my, my grounds with. I want to believe that whatever has to be done with common sense. Therefore, within clinical reasoning and rational thinking, and that has always been my take. You see, IPOB, we have all other organizations. We have the MASOP, we have the Southeast Eastern Security Network. You understand? You know what I have always said, that instead of working across purposes, can they harmonize their struggle and become one and say, okay, we all the component units of all these agitators, we have all agreed to take 30th as being sacrosanct, to obey and sit at home, so that we will observe our fallen heroes and heroines that fought for the struggle, and the struggle is still continuing. Yeah, so that they will not say, okay, we have all agreed that 30th stand. But what is the input of these various state governors in the southeast? What are their inputs?
What about the governors?
That's what I'm saying. Because I will continue to say something is that when the governors are busy trying to entrench themselves in the seat of power, all in the name of politics, they will never support anything that will cause, a kind of disaster to the federal government, which they tend to support.
I think some of the governments have to support them, except those who are jumping up. Yes, some of them support them. That's like which of them will not do that, but will be doing that on his mind. But he knew that people have the mandate. People, you cannot compel one single person. I know as a governor, he's the leader of that state, but when 1 million come out, he cannot. So the only thing he has to obey them, agree with them. Like Soludo, yes, Soludo is dancing with them because he know the people. People like Anambra State, you can't tell them to not to go out and start doing their business. When Apiobi have given order, they can't do that. I could remember the last time when Soludo came in, I said no. But by the time they shot so many people around there, you have to obey them. But let me tell you, what I expect government to do is to call the leaders of IPOB around the table, sit down, say, what do you want? Or call Nnamdi Kanu, or release Nnamdi Kanu. I believe if you release Nnamdi Kanu, this will be a celebration. Even that 30th day will be a celebration whereby we celebrate with them. The only thing is that you can't keep somebody in the cell and you expect people to quiet. I think that's the reaction. I expect Tinubu to call all the leaders for IPOB, call them the Carlos, say, what do you want? And you know, it doesn't take anything away from you. We need peace. We need peace. Because those people that are not at all, you didn't know them. You didn't know they are fighting for Biafra. Whether IPOB, whether Ojukwu, whether Esmaso, they are fighting for one common goal. And for me, let the government don't even put out because they have been surviving on their own. They have been surviving on their own.
According to them, there's no going back.
No going back.
No going back. Whether we like it or not, that they will observe the lockdown that day. Yeah. But the question I want to ask now, what should be their demand for that day?
You see, it's not a demand for that day. You see, one thing.
Because you know that there is an ongoing trial of
yeah, that is where I'm going now. Yeah. You see, Nnamdi Kanu has been kept in the custody of the other DSS, whatever, for some months or years now. 5 years now. Or agitators doing in that part of the DC to see that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, because this is somebody that has been tried. You understand? I've always believed that dialogue and compromise should be a veritable tools of engagement on any issue. But in a situation whereby just acts of engagements are not being keenly used or looked into, then you begin to have all manners of things. You cannot be in a house. Then they say your child is fighting, and is engaged in a fight in your own house. And at the end of the day, your child has been taken to the police station to the custody. You, the father, you are somewhere in a place drinking permit. Does it show a good parenting? How much training have you given that child? But aside that, I want to believe that what is the Ipob and other agitators in the southeast, what are they doing to see that this Nnamdi Kanu case is deep in the board? Once and for all, how can you continue to retry a person that has already been tried and freed by competent court of law, and you people are not seeing it that way. You said okay for fallen heroes. Is it the fallen heroes? What are all those people that were mauled or maimed during the time of lockdown in the southeast? What of those people that are not being what of those people that are not even reported in the news media?
All right, buttressing your points this morning, one of our viewers sent me a private message saying that why can't they celebrate their past hero by organizing cultural programs, football competitions, and sports, and making it attractive on the day instead of money?
Yes. You see, most of the things that happens in Nigeria, we tend to sensationalize a lot of things. I want to agree with the last person because there are ways of, because you see, if you are dancing on a stage, you can be seen from many angles. You understand? Because it's a stage. And I want to believe that the IPOB and their cohorts should have devised a way to see that whatever agitation or whatever agitation that they are mooting or they are championing should be accentuated on with a reasonable and clinical reasoning, and such as what the last viewer said, because there are ways of even immortalizing. Okay, what of Zik that served as the first father of Nigeria as president? How much of the monuments have been labeled against his name? Today nobody knows him. Then Odume Gojuku that even took the gap of Biafra on his head, how much monument has been named to his name? Then you begin to wonder, are there no other minute coloration to this struggle? Because I want to believe any struggle that needs to be given vent to, that need to be accentuated on a larger plane, should be done in a way that people will see that yes, it is a struggle. You can see when June 12 came on board, when NSAS came on board, all hands were on deck, and nobody was saying this is an Igbo, this is a Yoruba. It's a struggle because NSAS was to end police brutality. You can see the way and manner, the percentage of brutality in our society has went down. Unlike before, police will just see somebody that's walking along the road, pick him or her up, and start alleging or trying to even impose what he or she has not done on him or her. You understand? So a lot of people, some lives too were lost, and those lives this day they remain to be celebrated or honored because of all this struggle. I want to believe that whatever struggle that needed to be done should be done under the plane of clinical reasoning and good sensibility.
I think for me, I blame the federal government. You know that when they don't like your faith, no matter how you pretend, no matter how you organize, I'm respecting to the last this. No matter how you organize cultural this thing, police will come and pour tear gas. Yes, the last organized they wanted to at least to celebrate, use that million to celebrate. What did the police when they start carrying tear gas? You know, started shooting. Correct. That's why the thing become violent. So that's why they say, okay, the best is stay at home. If I stay in my house, will you come and force me out? So I think that is it. I could remember they were dancing, you know, celebrating Europe, you know, organizing different culture, different things. What to do? The police went there and started spreading tear gas. Have you ever seen, even in Nigeria now, under this particular president, you cannot even gather. You can't gather. So you want to make anything party, anything. But police will come. As if they are doing that has service. But I'm telling you, whether you like it or not, put it this way. On that 30th day, IPOP to celebrate your days.
All right.
Nothing will happen.
All right, let me go to the comment section. Kingsley Smith, Lucky, I owe you some yams for this, your input. Thank you so much, Lucky. All right, I'm was. It's even MNK, that's Martin Amdekan, who started it a long time ago. So cry no more for Igbo, please. Allow us to stay home, even for a week.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm was. Nigeria is that. We all know that. Nigeria is gone. We all know that. That's what long that done. Saying, do you dance when mourning a dead one? It is a chima. That's the question. Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. Victor Odo. Amos on 30th, go to the streets of Onitsha and tell us how to do it. Hence, we are doing it wrongly. All right, thank you, Lucky. You're on point. William Okabeme, Mr. Vincent, what have you to say about Abiola?
About Abiola. Abiola is Abiola as a person or as a personage cut across all boards. That was the first election held in this country that is devoid of any ethnic appendages, and it cut across all boards. And people came out. They saw Abiola as a symbol of change. They saw Abiola as somebody who can bring to bear good governance to our polity. And even before he threw his heart into the ring to run as the president of this country, we all knew what he's been doing when he was canvassing for reparation for Africa, for all those stolen bronzes and stolen resources from Africa to be repatriated to Africa. And you could see that that shows that that's a man that wanted to give a semblance of good government. But sadly enough, we live in a climate where clinical reasoning is not being embraced. That is why Abiola was mowed down and never get that right realized.
And a day was set aside to celebrate.
A day that was set aside to celebrate him was set aside by Lagos State and some of the other Western states that share that optimism, what Abiola stood for. And that day still remains sacrosanct to date. And you can see that our Southeast brothers too, they can also take a leave from there too. They can come together and choose a particular day that should be held sacrosanct as Biafra Day, which I believe that would have made more sense than the way they are going about it.
I think Paragon is still holding Abiola now. Yeah, his brother is there now. A somebody from the north rise up and said they should pay Abiola for and his brother has not been able to do anything. That's why our government are wicked. They don't like good hero people, democracy. They don't love them.
You see,
so my brother, I think Tinubu should wake up, pay Abiola 45 people so that the family can have money to take care of themselves. If not, so Abiola is a champion, Ojukwu is a champion.
What I will say is that nobody can compare Abiola era with what is happening now. And I've always maintained that, you see, anywhere there is no justice, there is bound to be anarchy. And if there's no justice, there's no equity. Anarchy will surely reign supreme in that district. I want to believe that for federal government and for a federal government to have an engagement with all the agitators in the southeast, so that they will ask, what do you really want? How can we do about this? But one thing is that people are even skeptical of the kind of government they want to come into dialogue with, because they don't raise a handshake, they only raise a fist. That is why they are being skeptical to go into any kind of a dialogue with them. Because if tools of engagement is dialogue and compromise, why are they shying away from it? And that is my take on that.
All right, before I let you guys go, over 100 military personnel, 200 civilians killed in 5 months. This is a report coming from Vanguard newspaper. And one of the politicians said Nigeria's leaders are the ones undermining national security.
Yes, I cannot agree less or more with this statement. I said it yesterday or a day before it. I said that we have moles in our government. And most of these our government officials, they are always working in kind of in sync with all these terrorist organizations. That is where we have come to see what is happening now. I cannot agree less, because when you see what is happening, because even confronting a military outfit is a suicidal mission. It's a suicidal mission. Nobody in the right sense it's like you going to Pentagon to go and hit Pentagon in the United States. It's a suicidal mission. And for crying out loud, it shows, and again, all the military equipment being given our military officers, our personnel, they are not in tune with modern day warfare. They have become obsolete when we consider the new technology that is involved now in modern warfare. And if you are giving somebody military equipment to go and prosecute a war or an assignment, why are you not also demanding a commensurate missionary statement from such an assignment? And how far have you gone? So that you can continue to build on where you have gone, where you started from, where you are, and where you are going. That is how military exercise is being done.
Mr. Lucky, about 2 military formations were raided by Boko Haram a few days ago, and about 5 or 6 soldiers were killed. They even adopted some of the soldiers with their weapons. What this thing is happening? Who is behind all this?
It's not a new thing. What you have, they say when the head is rotten, they like the hand will not work. When the hand is not the red is not working, the hand is not will not work, the leg will not work. So when you have how will I say it, a president that cannot shake, that cannot move, that can't go around, like a bomb president who go around looking his people. I think that's why you see the military cannot work. For me, I pity them. I sorry for them. I pity them. I sorry for them. It has not even come. More will still come because you have a president who doesn't even know anything concerning the security. Having the battle there as a national security advisor, a failure. A Fulani, do you think Fulani will go and kill his brother? It's a lie. He's joking. They have not even started. They have not even kidnapped anybody. What they are doing is just, how will I say it? They are just still looking. More programming will free them because you have a president that doesn't care. All they know, both the governors and the senator, is to defend the other party, having one party system. But I pity them until they come and kidnap them one day. That's why they're serious. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lucky. 1967 to 1970 tells us about what happened in Biafra land. Heroes passed through. Millions of souls were lost. Now, Ipob, that's the Indigenous People of Biafra, have said that come May 30th this month, there will be lockdown, total lockdown, both on the sea, on the road, that's on the land, even on the air, sorry, everywhere will be grounded. Business activities will be grounded just because of this day. Now, what's the significance of this day to you, and why are the securities, the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, trying to stop this showdown?
They never stopped Biafra in the first place. What we saw under the man then was a complete ceasefire. Nigeria never defeated Biafra in that war. What they had, the agreement they entered, was a ceasefire that would pave way for whatever reconciliation they wanted to engage themselves. But the media, them and all the rest of them, they turn it out. No, the Biafrans never surrender. But it tells you a story about a people who refused to succumb to aggression, who refused to succumb to oppression. Philip Effiong, in his memo, he wrote it down that I am going into ceasefire with Nigerian government. And if they fail to play their own role, the children of the oppressed will rise up. And that is what you are seeing today. Over 6 million Biafrans were killed by not only by Nigerian soldiers. The whole world fought Biafra. The whole world, the whole superpower, as at that time, fought Biafra. If it was Nigeria, bros, with our bare hands, we remove them from the streets, we remove them from wherever they come from. But you saw the evidence that Igbo man never participated in that coup. It was purely a military affair. The revelation is coming. I think that was what triggered the war. And unfortunately, it has brought shame to British government. Because even as at that time, you know, they were 24 hours in contact with Britain themselves. What did the Igbo man do to them? They saw that this was purely, and as at that time, it was a threat, let me put it that way, during that period of military taking over power from government as at that time. It was just a trend. But today, anybody that is saying we should not stand up, America does the same thing we want to do on May 30 till today. They fought the British in America. Russia is doing the same thing. They just did their own. They invited Ibrahim Traore. All over the world, it is being done. Israel does their own. They killed 700 Israelis. Israel wiped 60,000 Hamas terrorists in less than 1 year. I'm just giving you an insight. What it takes Nigeria to fight was because it is a war between the Christian Biafrans and the Northern Muslims. And that war, psychologically, is still going on. But the British system that felt that, they came under conquest and handed over whatever is still, the Northerners are still looking at it from that angle, that whatever comes, that Britain will support. Bros, Britain, look at what is happening. The Islam has taken over Britain. And Mazin told them that if you continue to do this, one day you'll be overrun by them. And what is happening in Britain? Go and take Mazin Namdekano's broadcast. You don't toy with people God has already anointed. And you're telling me that sit at home one day for 6 million Igbos that were killed as a result of go on inadequacies. What is he facing now? Is he only running away from where he came from? The same people, he said, na them. Is Gowon and Dajuma not running away from his own village now?
No, it's true, it's right, it's actually true.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Mike? But where are we today? The Biafran identity is to stand. But one thing we must take away on May 30 is like we are going to see the likes of Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, the Kemba one of Nnewi. Powerful.
Yeah.
Leader as at that time, Philip Effiong, for standing on that ceasefire agreement till today. Go and listen to the interview. All his children are all members of USAPOB, but you will not know till today. So on May 30, it's not too much for those who kept us alive. But bros, imagine without those people, what will become the fate of Igbos? Without that resistance, what would have become the fate of Igbos? Then, 60-something years or thereafter, after the war, the Igbo man went to the street and was picking lilac from one place to other. The only people that can come to their rescue was the Red Cross. Bros, you can see that how many millions of Igbos, children, that was kwashiorkor here. Some of them that find their way, but which other means, one or two ways, and find their way outside the country. One of them came a Microsoft guru and transformed the world. That's Imalen Philip Emeagwali. He was picked up in an Anambra State by Red Cross. They flew him. Today, he has contributed. He has solved 50% of poverty in Africa. Imagine millions of intellectuals of Igbo extraction that went to that war, and imagine what would have been their contribution to the development of the world. Mike, at this point, nobody is going to, not even the governors, they know now. They say, yes, we decided to stop sit at home in solidarity for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. After we have tried it 2-3 times and we saw what was on the front, we withdraw. Unfortunately, or fortunately, someone took it up from that angle. I can tell you that every Monday, Anambra State alone loses 50 billion to sit at home. You know, it's all the record. Anambra State alone, not just Anambra State. So, but anybody that is saying that the same sit at home, no, it's different. This one is May 30. The day.
It's a special day.
Yes, the day necessity became the mother of invention. The day the Igbo man identity was thrown to the whole world. The day Igbo man discovered who he was. The day Igbo man knows that you understood and became that he can actually go and produce atomic bomb without a white man's input.
Must he go through the route of shutting down the old southern region?
No, Mike, let me tell you, this is not the first time. Anybody that's telling you that this is the first time is not correct.
I know.
They will be having symposium, just like they do during June 12th stuff. You can see A lot of people did not back Joe Odumakin, Ghanaian Adams when they were championing, championing the issue of June 12, holding symposium, Sheikh Hussein them, and so many of them, activists as at that time, they were holding it, making it relevant, talking about it often and on, saying a lot of things, holding. But the same thing is what we are going to do all over the world. It becomes significant that whatever that have led to that war, Nigeria has played a deaf ear to this moment. So we are not going to come out so that you can use bullet and shoot us. We said we are going to sit at home and mourn those who stood for us.
You said Anambra state government loses about 15 billion of
Anambra state alone.
50 million naira.
Just for one day, yes,
50 million of
50 billion.
50 billion
Billion, yes.
to sit at home.
Yes.
On Monday.
One day, just one Monday. Anambra state alone.
And aren't you looking at the negative effect of this 30th May shutdown?
No, that's what I'm telling you, Mike. The 30th May is different.
All business activities will be grounded.
The broad, listen to me. But when you talk about, say the projections they give to it from different quarters and different angles is always different when you go inside. But the global picture is that there's going to be solidarity on May 30. And this is the type of solidarity we are going. This is not going to be protest again. We saw it became a perfect tool, a perfect weapon under Muhammad Gandhi in India that time. So we people. That does not mean that people will not drink water or do one or two things. But bros, it's worth it. The 50 billion, that one is it was cancelled by Ipob. Remember when they find out that no, they said no more sit at home because they look at everything and also okay, agreed. But people, of course, there were elements that capitalized on that and it continued. But this May 30, this May, just once in a year, this May, okay, we go do them. Bros, Mike, we go do them.
Somebody says there's no going back. We're gonna embark on it. All right, another person here. I read this message. You were not here when I read it to one of our reviewers here, and he says, "Why can't they celebrate their organizing cultural programs, football competitions, and sports, make it attractive, more attractive on the day instead of."
Gone. All those guys now, they will think when you see people playing ball now, they will not interpret to as say they are having a few days playing ball in trying to in remembrance of those. So the Nigerian police and army, they will say they are terrorists and they will shoot them. And that was why they say everybody stay indoors. Do you understand? Then you will be better working for streets. Operation Python dance. Go on the street. Abi, simple as that. So I don't know where you are going to meet on the street on that day. So if you work out finish and you don't see anybody, you don't go relax.
Can an organization like Ipob be dictating for that region?
No, because you misunderstand Ipob. Ipob represent the indigenous people of Biafra.
But you have governors there.
They are also indigenous. The people of Biafra.
But the governors are not the one dictating.
Because
they are not the one passing orders.
Yes. Mike, if you said that, then there shouldn't be any need for Moteku.
That's a security outfit.
And of course, that's what I'm the umbrella of it. There shouldn't be anything like OPC.
If you're talking about
there shouldn't be anything like OPC.
That was established by the late Akredo.
Bros, I am telling you that the government also kicked against it. Because what you saw that Omoteku Akredolu established is already a threat to the national security. Was it allowed? Can it be ratified at the National Assembly, at the Senate? Oh, okay. Oh, is they want to defend themselves. They say Omoteku come. Yes, because they see danger. Omoteku, no. Omoteku came. Then Omoteku become a weapon of defense for the Yoruba nation. But when an Igbo man does it, they say it's a terrorist organization.
Is IPOB a weapon of defense for the Igbo nation?
No, IPOB as a name will stand forever and ever because it is a Zionist movement. It is not.
Do the government see it the way you are saying it now? That is a Zionist movement. Remember, the former president Muhammadu Buhari proscribed that organization.
Only in Nigeria.
Why do you call it a terrorist organization?
But in Finland, it is not a terrorist organization. In America, it is not a terrorist organization. Even in Southwest, it is not a terrorist organization. How is it a terrorist organization? Only in Asuro.
Which we are bringing the end of it now.
Because, bros, apart from now, I can tell you a lot of people in Yoruba land currently now, you can't go and get somebody like Ghanaian Adam that Ipob is a terrorist organization. You can't tell that to Ipob. You can't tell that to Godswill. You can't tell that to some governors in that state. Even though they want to pretend to be under the law, they will tell you it's not correct. Because the aim of Ipob is a non-violent movement. Written bold everywhere you go. Bro, remember that these people were just throwing hanky on the streets and they were being shot. And I keep on asking you, Mike, how come Muhammad Yusuf, that was not armed, was killed in the police detention? Is he an Igbo man? And then we should not talk about it. Extrajudicial killing. And Nigeria has never been able to solve that issue to this moment. What was Muhammad Yusuf talking about? Have you listened to any of his message? Was he carrying God? What are you talking about? They brought what is on ground and they must face it. The system bred insecurity and they have to embrace it. There's no two ways about it.
The system bred it.
Yeah, they bred it. They will face it.
They have to face it.
They have to face it. Don't come and break. See, when you are saying now, okay, go on and Dajuma. Okay. So that's what I'm saying, you know. We have gotten to that level, and I believe in honesty, an identity has been given to Igbos, you know, and we have to run with that identity. Nobody's going to take it wrong. So the experts has projected solutions to this, Mike. They said, give people, see, we cannot, anybody with that identity, I keep on asking questions. How come France, China, Japan, all these countries are speaking, doing their things, using their own language, and they are prosperous?
Which is going to take place very soon.
That is our own this thing. We cannot get it right. Why is it like that?
Failures of the leaders.
Bros,
failures of the leaders.
America was colonized. Egypt was colonized. Some other countries were colonized. And some of these countries, they became clean. You know, because the leaders, they sat down and said, this is our destiny. And we have to take it from where we find it to the next level. And that's what's happening. Now imagine a situation where everything about Nigeria is being looted. And it has continued like that way. And the only thing that Nigeria enduring. They are bringing weapons to shoot us in our houses when we are sleeping. The army is running away. The army, a whole army barracks. Okay, I give you an instance. When Hamas invaded Israel on October 7, they took over 1,000, let's say 700 Israelis. Right. Today, the following day, Benjamin Netanyahu declared war. And I can tell you, over 60,000 Hamas has gone down, and Gaza has become a playing field.
That is a serious government.
Of course, that is a leader. That is a leader. That is a leader.
We are here every day. Our military are being killed, police are being killed, civilians are being killed, and these guys are saying, no way. Look at what happened in Abia State. Somewhere in Mpa, I am using this opportunity to call the commissioner of police in Abia State, Baguda, whatever they call you in. Please, release those bishops you are holding. They are not killers. They reported an issue where a Fulani people invaded somewhere in the Mpa community in Abia State. And this case was reported because you are from Yobe. You decided. Well, I think the governor of Abia State should look inwards. But you can see how they are covering these people. You understand? Mike, that's what they remain. No, Biafra should stand. Whoever the world should listen to the Biafran quest, because we are now being surrounded by elements of destruction. The world must show solidarity, because Biafra will become a model of liberation. Military, economic, political liberation for the black man. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing trial. Somebody from Ghana came recently and said, Chief Judge of Ghana, go and check it. Came to Abuja and said, Omatosho, what is the do you know what you are doing is wrong? They are using illegality on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are that he did. It's the same thing they did, the government themselves are doing. Mike, even, no, let us remove government completely. Even if, let's say you be king or chief now in your place, your kingdom, and somebody is trying to encroach on your farm, and you have children, and all of a sudden something happened, and you said you are going to wait. He said no. Even with that government, said don't do this. No, you stop it. My son will deal with you. That's humanity. Would that be counted as a terrorist or terrorism without bearing arms? Then those who are bearing arms, killing people, they told us they have repented. And after they have repented, they were being planted in our forest and bush to kill us. Integrated. Mike, May 30. May 30. May 30. See, I listen to Femi. Maybe say the option is Aburi. There's no two ways about it. Aburi, return Nigeria to regionalism to save breakup. To save breakup. Then to also stop killing. Because by the time you cross my territory, I will know what to do. We are not under Nigerian government protection anymore. Let us see what they are coming there to do.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. All right, hello. Hello. I'm going. Just want to give you the chance to talk.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate each and every person that is here. I am here to tell you guys, to tell Peter Obi to get set. I come in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Tell Peter Obi to get set, to get his deputy president to get set. We are going to call Mahmoud, and we are going to call the Supreme Court, we are going to call the judiciary, and all the sector, we are going to call them. We are going to call Obasanjo, we are going to call Governor of Plateau State, Babajang, tell them that Mahmoud will come, and between me and Mahmoud, one of us will die. If I do not die, Mahmoud will die. He will swear that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. And if Mahmoud swear, and if Mahmoud did not die, then you guys should kill me. I said it. I said it. I'm not here to make noise. I have passed my message, and that's the end of it. Tell him that we are going to collect Nigeria now. Tell him that I am not those men of God who go to the back house and collect juju. Tell them I am a son of the Most High. Tell them that Nigeria, they will eat rice less. Tell them that our petrol will be less. Tell them that our people will chop and enjoy. Tell them that we will divide Nigeria in peace and unity. He must come and Mahmoud must tell us if Bola was the president, he will swear. And if he live alive, then you guys should kill me. You guys should kill me.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your contribution this morning. All right, viewers all over the world, please share, like, and comment. Yeah, very, very important. Let us share it. Let everybody see what's going on here. All right, we shall be back tomorrow by the special grace of God. Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow to air the program once more. All right, Michael Ekuli is telling you to stay safe. Goodbye, everyone.